Greetings and welcome, adventurers, to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Enhanced Edition, Hordes of the Underdark. When last we left off, we have descended further into the Maker's Isle, and we've come across some sentient golems. Now, they're proving to be very hostile at the moment, so we'll have to see about changing that. At present, I do not have a means to do so, however. Let's check the other antechamber. So this is where some of these golems started dying. These are weak against fire, right? I have fire. The rating is effortless, we're not going to get much out of this. We maximize Burning Hands. Nice. Do a couple more of those.
Into the fruit. Into the fruit.
Golden torso, alright, lab notes. And a bunch of spells. Let's have a look at the lab note. These appear to be notes detailing the maker's efforts to create sentient golems. I've given my creations the divine spark, the awareness and free will of a sentient being, but even with this they are somehow flawed. It's as if they do not know how to exist without a master. They need to be given a purpose in life. They seem incapable of discovering a purpose of their own. Well, inevitably that's not gonna help much, is it? Really need a bigger case for storing all my stuff. Right, let's heal up. This golem approaches you cautiously and it's quite obvious that it isn't hostile. You have no further need of your weapons, creature of flesh. We have no wish to do battle with you. A gas wishes there to be peace. What are you talking about? A gas, the Maker's anointed, has recognized your strength and power. He wishes to speak with you. Come with me and I will take you to him. He wishes to discuss peace. How do I know this isn't a trick? The gas wishes peace. He has instructed me to bring you to him. I must follow my instructions. The golem seems confused, as if the very concept of disobeying an order is inconceivable. Okay, take me to our gas.
Welcome.
That is a very fierce looking golem. Impossible, alright, well that's good to know. The first known creation of this type was by the powerful devil Mathijssa, who stripped the flesh from an enemy demon, Largash. Mathijssa bound his rival's flesh to the bones of a troll and then animated them, creating a powerful construct of pure malevolence. Although Mathijssa was eventually destroyed by rival devils, his creation survived his death and killed most of its master's attackers with a ferocity that impressed all Devilkin. The creation of other similar constructs becomes something of akin to a sport on certain levels of hell. Do not want to fight with this guy. Much to your surprise, the golem in this room do not attack you. A single construct seemingly made of the flesh of demons steps forward to address you.
We have no quarrel with you. I am Agaz, High Priest of the Maker and leader of the sentient golems on this island.
High Priest of the Maker?
We are the children of Alsagard the Maker, who gave us the gift of life itself. Being the strongest, the Maker saw fit to anoint me his High Priest to deliver his word and will to his other children. Though golems, we are different than the mindless constructs that wander the level above. We are creatures of intelligence and will, beings of true self-awareness. When the Maker descended to his inner sanctum, we were given the task of guarding this place from those who would destroy his work, like the Durga who loot the remains of our fallen siblings. But I sense you are not like those Durga thieves. It seems you have come here for a different reason. That is why we parley with you now, under a state of truce.
Parley? Golems have been attacking me ever since I got here. Agaz laughs, a deep rumbling sound. A series of mistakes and misfortunes. The golem in the level above know no better. They have no will of their own. As for those of us on this level, at first we thought you were common thieves, like the Dwerga who loot the level above. Later we feared you might be working for the heretic Pharaoh. You attacked us without even bothering to find out who we were or what we wanted. This is a time of war. Those who are not our allies are assumed to be enemies. Even a non-construct such as you. I apologize for this, but it is Farron who's driven us to this. Who is Farron? Long have we served the will of the Maker, living in peace while we guard this island against those who would destroy the divine work. Now an enemy has risen up among our own ranks. A golem known as Farron has turned his back on the divine word. He claims we owe the Maker nothing, and we are free to do whatever we please. His lies have fooled many of the Maker's children. Farron has turned many of the golems against me, the rightful ruler in the Maker's absence. He has brought violence to these halls, but the war is not easily won. Both sides are too evenly matched. And you want my help? I only want to end this war. Golem against golem is a terrible thing. We are destroying what the Maker created. But Farron will not rest until I am overthrown. I want you to find Farron and destroy him. Without their leader, his vile teachings will wither and die. Bring me Farron's head and I will forever be an ally of the Maker's children. If I help you, you'll have to help me. Agaz listens as you describe the Vel'Sharez, then nods. If you destroy Farron, I will send my golems to aid your rebels in battle against the Vel'Sharez. Return to me with Farron's head to prove the heretic has been destroyed, and I will honor my end of the bargain. Now, is there something else you need? Let's ask some questions. Tell me about the Maker. The Maker's true name is Alsagard. Long ago he dwelt with the rest of the good Dwerga, but in his infinite wisdom he came to see the failings of his own kind. Their flaws filled him with disgust. Alsagard came to this island to escape his flawed brethren. Here he found a solitude to create what nature could not, a perfect being. A creature worthy of dwelling in the Maker's presence. I and the other golems here are the result of his quest for perfection. Alsagard gave us life, and now we repay him by guarding his laboratory against those who are unworthy of the Maker's secrets. Do you claim to be a perfect being? I am not so full of hubris as to make that claim. The Maker alone is perfect. We are only the shadows of perfection. But by serving his will can we bring ourselves closer to true perfection. Where is the Maker now? The Maker disappeared into the very depths of the dungeon, though I cannot say why. The will of the Maker is too great for a mere construct like myself to divine. But before he left, he gave the mantle of leadership to me, strongest of his children, anointed by the Maker's own hand. I rule the golems as we await the great Maker's return. Why haven't you gone to look for the Maker? We were instructed to wait. We were not instructed to look for the Maker. Why would we disobey his will simply because 500 years have passed? But a sentient creature, you still think like a construct. I believe your words are intended as an insult, but I take them as a compliment. Some would say our society is stagnant. I would say it is enduring. You see, things in a narrow world of a finite flesh-bound world, but our existence transcends yours. I should be going now. Goodbye, elven female. I wish you success against Farron and his blasphemous followers. Bring me the head of the heretic, and when his time comes, I will send my golems to aid you in your battle against the Valkyries. Well, I mean, I am kinda doubtful. Also, can I have those chests? All shield plus 6, okay.
No, I'm carrying far too much useless garbage. I'm going to have to dump some of this.
Nice that Floney has carved out for himself. But if you're not gonna stop me looting these chests, then I'm gonna take everything. Longbow plus 6, nice. Let's give you the leg. Bow. Also, Deacon can hold on to the small shield. And it is much better AC modifier. Guess we'll see what shield he picks up when we move. Because we have been granted passage, perhaps should not affect us. So most of the conventional golems seem to have sided with Agas. Whereas the golems that are clearly bottled to look more like the Maker himself seem to have sided with Farron. And ultimately it doesn't matter really which side you favor, I think. Now, will the metal golems grant me an audience as well? I mean, it would give me a good shortcut. Meet with Farron. This part of the dungeon is a bit differently structured. These are not hostile. This golem approaches you cautiously, and it's quite obvious that it isn't hostile. Say your weapons, creature of flesh. We have no quarrel with you. I have come to broker a peace. Peace? What are you talking about? Farron, our leader, wishes to speak with you. I will give you safe passage to meet with him, if you are willing. Okay, take me to this Farron.
I bid you greetings.
Much to my surprise, the golems in this room do not attack me. A single construct resembling a half-orc, right, built of metal, steps forward to address you. Hey! You look like Dalen. Well, Dalen if he falls into big vat of molten metal. But he probably not walks around much after that.
Put down your weapons. I'm Farron, leader of these rebel sentient golems you see in this room.
Right. Challenging, so this would be slightly easier. Still the same difficult thing. Forged from solid gold, the crafting of this mighty juggernaut often requires the expertise and master craftswork of either dwarven blacksmiths or gnome artificers. Leader of the rebels?
The golems here with me all share my belief. We are not slaves to the Maker. Like all creatures, we have the right to our freedom. Unfortunately, our freedom will not come easily. This may seem strange to you, but we are not like most golems. We are not mere constructs. We can think and feel. In all ways, we are as real and alive as you yourself.
Okay.
We have fought to escape the chains of our slavery, but it is a war we can never truly win. Not without help. Please, creature, will you help us in our quest for freedom?
Help you, but you've been attacking me. Farron sighs, the sharp sound of steam escaping a vent. For that, I am truly sorry. The golems are not above us are not like us. They are mindless beings that attack all newcomers on sight. As for those of us on this level, we fought you only out of fear. We are at war, and the golems you met assumed you were a new enemy sent by Agaz to destroy us. For this I'm truly sorry. Why are you at war? For many centuries, we golems have served here in the halls of the Maker, ruled over by a demon flesh golem known as Agaz. He calls himself High Priest of the Maker. But Agaz is nothing but a tyrant. He abuses his power. He forces the other golems to bow down and serve his whims. After hundreds of years of his unbearable rule, some of us rose up against him. We no longer wish to serve as slaves to Agaz. We have a right to freedom, and we will fight for that. However, this is a fight we cannot win alone. Alright, so I am more sympathetic with Farron here. What do you want me to do? All we desire is our freedom, the ability to leave these halls and seek out a new life. We are bound here by the very thing that gives us life. We cannot leave without the power source. The power source? The power source is an ancient artifact created by the Maker long ago. It radiates powerful magic that gives life to our minds and will. Without it, we are nothing but ordinary mindless golems. That's interesting, because that would imply that Agaz could never fulfill his promise, because any golems he would send to help us would not be able to live outside of this place. Agaz controls the power source, and as such, he controls our freedom. We cannot leave, for if we move too far from the power source, then our consciousness will slowly fade away. But Agaz will not give up the power source willingly, nor will he allow us to leave this place. He keeps us here against our will, slaves to his twisted whims. Alright. If I get you the power source, you have to help me. Farron listens closely as you describe the Vulturess and nods. Your cause is a just one. If you bring me the power source, we will send golems to aid you in battle against the Vulturess. Perhaps you can convince Agaz to surrender the power source willingly. He is welcome to accompany us when we go in search for our new lives. However, I fear he will not be reasoned with. And let's ask some questions. Tell me about the Maker. The Maker was nothing but a powerful wizard named Alsigard. He came here to an isolated island to work on creating the perfect golem. We are the results of his experiments. But as you can see, we are far from perfect. Perhaps that is why the Maker abandoned us, leaving Agaz in charge. I can't say where the Maker went, to be honest. I no longer even care. The Maker no longer has any claim over me. He created me, but I am my own being. I have a right to live my life as I choose. This is what Aghast can never accept. Why haven't you searched for the Maker? The Maker vanished into the depths of the dungeon 500 years ago. Together all the golems might have been strong enough to get past the traps and guardians left behind, but Aghast would never allow it. For the first 3 centuries we were like the others, waiting for the Maker's return. 200 years ago we realized that we had been abandoned. We began our war for freedom. We waited for 300 years before you even decided to leave. Karen pondered your question for a long time. Does this seem strange to you? I suppose it must, but you'll have to understand that we are not like you, though we one day hope to be. The Maker sought to recreate life in us, but he was only partly successful. We have a spark of free will, but we perceive our existence in different terms than mere creatures of flesh. The construct exists in and of itself. The concept of society is new to us. Working in groups is difficult, and progress is slow, but we are making advances step by tiny step. Let's ask for something else. Tell me about yourself and your followers. We are golems created by Alsigard, but in many ways we are no different than you. We have thoughts, feelings, and wills of our own. We yearn to live in freedom, away from the centuries we bowed to Aghast and his rule. Tell me about the Power Source. Power Source is an ancient artifact created by the Maker long ago. It radiates powerful magic that gives life to our minds and will. Anything else? I should be going now. Goodbye, Elven Female. Alright, so we have a choice to make. Who do we side with? I'm probably gonna side with Farron. I like his attitude more, and he also has quite a little bit clearer idea in mind of what actually needs to happen. A Helm of Brilliance. Let's see. Alright, so it will give me Flame Lash and some other spells. Fire resistant. I mean, it's a nice helmet. Alright, Wand of Heavens. Take it. More lap notes. I'm growing more frustrated with my golden shield here. I think that's what we've seen already. Anything else? And you don't seem to mind sharing your good fortune. Ooh, Abandoned Mail +6.
No, I'm carrying far too much useless garbage. I'm going to have to dump some of this.
It's certainly good that we're finding all this neat gear. Plenty of stuff we can sell. But I am looking for the final bit of the golem that we need to construct. But that golem piece, but I'm not entirely
That's
sure.
why we are mixed up in this. The seer will meet her death down here, I am sure of it.
Peace, Phaedon. I know you're all doom and gloomy, but have a little faith. Check the other door. I don't think there's anything here we can use. Nope. Where does this lead? More golems. There's down. Make a sanctum.
Boss!
Yes, Deacon. What should Deacon calls new book when it's done? Must have some ideas of your own. Maybe Deacon got ideas, but Deacon thought he might ask Boss this time. Book's all about Boss and great epic adventure. Does Boss really not have some opinion? Won't your publisher just change the name on you again? Don't mind, reminds Deacon. Deacon hates that guy. Deacon tracks him down one day and gives him a swift kicks in the buttocks. Urgh. But Boss is probably right. Oh well. Right. Well, guess we'll check this out. We need to break the mirrors, I think. Before the pillars fully charge up. And let's try it again. Come on. Not gonna go into conversation this time, Deacon? That's okay. Alright, that's some decent protection. Not sure I could have done that with a sling. Although you probably only need to hit it once. The Keeper. None shall pass into the inner sanctum, but first speaking the words of the passage, as given unto me by the Maker himself. Speak the word or face the consequences of your ignorance. I don't know the word. Tiefling shakes his head in exasperation as he draws his weapon. You know, if you didn't know the word, you could have at least guessed. Those who don't know the word must be destroyed, thus saith the Maker. I mean, fair point. Lethal golems. Alright, that's an impossible rating. Ouch. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that anything I can do will save me from that. Step aside, foul creature. Yeah, alright. We'll come back here later. Perhaps Farron knows. But that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, if you enjoy my content, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Bye!